we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, we're live. Welcome to another edition of Box Seats. I'm your host for this evening, White Chocolate, filling in for Frank. This is the show we talk sports with comedians. And without further ado, let's start bringing the guys in. Howie Bell is in the building. Howie, how you doing?
Howie Bell is in the building. How you doing, White Chocolate? What's happening, man?
I'm doing good. No complaints.
There we go.
All right, let's bring in Maurice Smith. Mo, how you doing?
Yo, I'm doing all right. Ready
Mo.
for the night. Ready for the big fight, baby.
Ready for the big fight. All right.
Yeah, that's what's been happening.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that because I feel like yesterday you guys didn't get enough time to chat about it near the end of the show. So we're going to circle back to that a little bit. For right now, let me see if I can get this correct and where did we lost Howie? All right, so
No,
there he is.
Cleaning my camera.
All right. Let's see. There's a clear shot. All right. So speaking of fights, I don't know if you guys saw this, but whoops, why does it do that? All right. Former heavyweight champ who beat Lennox Lewis vows to win title back at 53 years old. Former rival of Lennox Lewis is making a comeback. His name is where is he?
Don't tell me Shannon Briggs.
No, it's Rahman. Hasim Rahman. Last fought in 2014, coming up short against unheralded Anthony Nansen, with his last victory not coming until since June of 2011, a decade on from his triumph over Lewis. So this guy thinks he's going to come back after not winning a fight for 15 years. Howie, what do you think about that?
Yeah, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, has he been practicing? Has he been training for 15 years? Is he going? I mean, who has the title right now?
You know what? I didn't get the guys' names. There's two guys that have two belts each.
Do they want to fight him? Is there like someone?
Well, he has to go through like the under guys first before he can get to the title. So he's got to work his way up.
Oh, he's gonna be trash by the time he tries to get there. One fight, man. That dude is a tomato can. He can't do nothing, bro.
He could be like 8 fights away from going for the title. So
Jesus Christ, man. You better hope he don't get sick trying to fight this guy, bro. Yeah, stay home, man. I swear, bro. LeBron and Serena got all the old people trying to make a comeback.
That's a good point. Mo, what's your thoughts on this 53-year-old ex-boxer trying to come back at this?
Trying to get his stuff out the pawn shop, man. She's trying to get his stuff out the pawn shop, get his lights turned back on, get his car out of repo. Boxing is the one sport, boy, you ain't got to do too much nothing to get the bag. You just got to show up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to do the whole game. 2, 3, bang, bang, bang. Knocked out in the first round. Y'all can talk about me all you want. You was talking about I was going to lose anyway, and I lost with extra $2-3 million in my pocket.
If he can get to that point, Mo, are they gonna give it to him?
Listen, getting to that point, you can earn some change. Them fights ain't free. Them undercard fights ain't free.
Yeah,
I
agree.
I bet you he get more than me and you get for 20 minutes.
Well, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. If they let him back in the game, though, that's my point, though. He's been out the game 15 years.
But listen, George Foreman did it. People laughed at him.
How long did George Foreman take off before that fight, though?
Like decades. He hadn't fought since the 70s. His last fight
over 20 years?
It was like
Muhammad
15,
Ali
it was
knocked
like
him
15
out,
to 20
he was
years.
done.
Yeah. It was like 15 or 20 years before he came back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but boxing, But boxing is a sport where when I watched that documentary about Sugar Ray Hagler, Hitman Hearns, and what's the other one? No Mas.
Roberto Duran.
Roberto
Roberto
Duran.
Duran, because they all fall in the same weight class. And it's a sport where you can actually pick your opponent when they're the weakest, when you know they're the weakest, and you just do a little bit. Because that's what Hearns and Hagler and
What
that's
Tommy
what they
Hearns?
all were doing. That's what they were doing. They're like, I can beat them now.
But let me tell you this about Tommy Hearns. He did it in 3 or 4 different weight classes. So he he would gain weight or lose weight to fight certain people. He was the only one to do that.
But they pick their battles, man. You can just boxing's the
They
one
was
sport
fighting for real back then.
You can pick your own fight. You can pick your fight. Be like, I can whoop his ass.
But they was real fighters back then, though. They fought for real.
Oh yeah, they did. They fought for real. It's just sad that boxing is. Plus, I'm happy for him because if the dude Jake, what's his name, the one that promotes all the
Paul.
if Jake Paul can sit back and get rich off it, let some real boxers come back and make some money.
Good point.
Let's bring D Jones is in the building. Let's bring him in. D Jones.
I used to fight at Kronk's on the west side of 7 Mile. I was a North Paul. I was a North Paul.
At North Paul.
Put him up.
All right, let's get your thoughts real quick on a 53-year-old guy trying to come back and win the title.
Oh, what title is this? Is this an AARP title? Like what?
Let's get you caught up real quick. Hassan Rahman, who last fought Lennox Lewis in 2000, he beat Lennox Lewis. He last fought in 2014, which he lost. His last victory came in 2011. So he says he's going to come back to win the title at 53 years old. Now there's two guys that have 2 belts each. So there's 4 belts out there. And this guy thinks he's going to make a comeback and win these belts. What do you think?
Did boxing get like a big 3 league where retired players can come back? Because 53, this is not George Foreman. Like
that's what we just talked about.
Yeah, this is wild work. He got a lot of kids and child support is what it sounds like. This is a child support fight.
He ain't got the fight yet, though, D. Jones. He trying to get back in there. He got to fight a few times to get there. He's not going to make it.
No, he's not.
He's at the bottom right now. He's going to work his way up. He's like probably 8 or 10 fights away. But
this Creed 20.
How about this, though? What if it's on like Amazon or Netflix or one of those?
No, this ain't even going to make YouTube. This going to be on Tubi.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. Let me fix this. Let's put Howie back in here. Don't know if you guys heard about this. I just saw this today. I think this is hysterical. Brandon Ayuk has decided to insult the 49ers. He posted a video on Instagram where he said the Niners were stupid for paying him. He also said, you want to know why they're mad? They're mad because they're stupid. They're dumb. They paid me $50 million in 8 months and then voided my guarantees for 2027. They voided the guarantee money owed for 2026, not 2027. He's technically under contract with the 49ers through the 2028 season, so he's not even released or anything yet. What do you make of him insulting the 49ers?
What is that all about? Is he? That's got to be something bigger. That sounds like something behind the scenes. It's more to this that what you just read. You know what I'm saying? That there's got to be for him to come out. Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? Make that post if they, if it's something else going on. That sounds very weird for him to do that.
He sounds like he's trying to force his way out, is my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would he do that? There's got to be bigger reasons. So he doesn't get his guarantee for next season. He doesn't get a guarantee for the season after. He wants to go.
They voided his guaranteed money for 2026.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's this year.
Yeah. Is he going to play? Is he going to even play this season for them? That doesn't sound like it.
To be determined.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If he made a post on social media about this, he's like, I'm on out of here. So yeah, I've never heard anybody do that either.
T. Jones, what's your thoughts on Brandon Ayuk insulting the team he's still employed by technically?
Yeah.
This screams trade me. This is like when James Harden put on the fat suit. Like this is the same thing. Remember when James Harden put on that fat suit in Houston just so they could trade him? Like, how you get all this weight? And then as soon as he got traded, he magically took Ozempic or something and it was gone. It's the same thing right here.
Mo, what's your take on Brandon Ayuk insulting his current team?
It takes me back to a scene in Goodfellas. First, they went to Brandon Ayuk to get some receptions and hopefully take them to the playoffs. So now they can go with him for anything. So you want me to run when we get a touchdown? F you, pay me. Want me to touch the football? F you, pay me. He wants to be out. If he ain't gonna be out, F you, pay me. I know I said it all wrong too.
No, listen. That's the thing with all these guys is right. It's pay me. That you have all kinds of. Speaking of that, let's get to the next story. Right. This has something to do with that to an extent. Jacoby Brissett has decided to report to Cardinals mandatory minicamp. Has another guy that's looking for a contract. Right. These guys are all kind of in the same boat. Harvey, what's your thoughts on him reporting? And do you think that the Cardinals will sign him to what he's asking for?
I like the fact that he is reporting the minicamp, though. You know what I'm saying? He's showing some aggression. I do like that. But I don't know about Brissett. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What is he going to do? The Cardinals probably need him, though. They wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the Cardinals, you know what I'm saying, making big moves outside of this or whatever. But Brissett, man, coming back, I like his aggression. I like his, what he's trying to do. Maybe he'll get picked up. Go Brissett.
Go Brissett. I wasn't saying that when he was a Patriot. I can tell you that right now. That's why I was telling him to go to the nearest exit and get out of town. That's what I was telling him.
Right.
D. Jones, what's your thoughts on Jacoby Brissett reporting thing?
Brissett's not a bad player. Even when he was with the Patriots and Tom Brady got suspended, he came in and won with a broke thumb because Garoppolo didn't want to play. And
the first time around, he was good. The last time under Gerard Mayo, he was not.
Well, that was a whole different regime. And I think the Lions got the Cardinals' old offensive coordinator, and so he probably got a new offensive coordinator. He need to be there, even though he wants to get paid, and he probably deserve it. If I'm the starting quarterback, I want to get paid at least starter money. So he probably need to be there to learn the plays.
Mo, what's your take on Jacoby Brissett reporting to camp?
Yeah, like somebody said, they probably need him. I mean, the quarterback pool ain't that deep right about now.
That's what I said. They probably need him.
They probably sit back like, listen, we can try to make a deep as run as we can, because some teams know they're not going to the Super Bowl unless they pull off something. Or they might be holding him and later on down the line pull off a move that might increase their team. I don't know. You never know with these NFL teams. You know what I'm saying? They're the one sport we love to hate.
And you know what? Let me say this real quick. White Sox, speaking of money, I just saw a flash on the ESPN that Mahomes is going to be making $500 million.
Yeah, 505.
I heard that they extended him for 2 more years, and his salary is going to be $64 million. These guys are insane.
I've never heard of a $505 million deal.
Well, what about Ohtani? $700 million.
Well, yeah, baseball, but I'm talking about football.
In football, no, but those contracts are going to start getting crazy. They don't have it quite like baseball where they have like 10 years or 14 years, but $500 million, another 5 years, it'll be $600 million. It's insane. The money these guys get. Jeez. All right, let's move on while you're in place there. Let's talk about this. Whoops. Wait a minute. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Don't shoot the. All right, here we go. NBA welcomes 2026 HBCU fellowship class. This is the 5th annual fellowship cohort connected with the league employees and industry leaders. They had a bunch of people get jobs. They had 335 fellows from historically black colleges and universities, career development opportunities, resulting in 204 job placements. 74 of those 204 have secured NBA employment in the league or with teams, and 130 fellows have gone on to work in the general sports industry. Harvey, what's your thought on this program and these HBCU people getting jobs in the NBA? One of them actually works for the Oklahoma OKC.
Man, kudos, man. I being an alumni of Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina, which is an HBCU, I love it. I love it all the way, man, because it ain't about the whole DEI, giving people opportunities that are less than, or just because they're black and all this. Nah, man, they need opportunities because they don't get seen, or they don't get presented those type of platforms or situations where they can advance in those areas. They don't get them all the time. And so kudos for the NBA. Good job, NBA. And not just for players or athletes, but for people in administrative positions and things like that that are working in the association. Good job, NBA. I love it, man. I love it.
T. Jones, what's your thoughts on this program and what it's doing to hire within the NBA circles?
Oh, I'm all for it, man. It sounds amazing. It sounds great. I'm with Howie. Good job. I didn't attend the HBCU. Almost went to Jackson State, but I did watch A Different World. So I feel like an alum. Shout out to the new Different World that's coming out soon too. Shout out to that.
They doing a new one?
Yes. Yeah, and I can't wait to see it.
Mo, what's your take on this program here for the NBA?
Yeah, I feel, what, one of my biggest regrets was never going to college. Since I was supposed to go to college and I didn't. But congratulations to the NBA for once again setting the trend, because this is nothing new with the NBA. I mean, I'm glad that they're doing it and glad they give them this opportunity. And I'm glad that this is nothing new with them also. They always set the trend and give opportunities going out their way for people. Man, I used to say when I used to do a lot of fundraisers, it's better to see them on the court than in court.
That's true.
What's wrong with me today? Everybody just sitting there. As soon as I say it, that's like my fourth punchline. Y'all just sat there.
No, I said that's true.
Wait. Y'all sitting there like I owe your sister child support money. Like
that was more of a real statement than a funny one, though, Mo.
I'm not JD. I hate going last. See, I'm waiting for the JD factor. He ain't
here. Put
you got to bring up the rear.
Put Mo after
I'm
Howie.
trying to, but y'all gonna give me a fake laugh. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to pull me out, but y'all worse than the audience. Y'all sitting there like,
we just fixed it, Mo. You going after Howie like we used to do. You go after Howie.
All right, so listen.
No, don't be switching me around. You ain't.
That's how we always did it. You always.
How come you wasn't just assertive yesterday when Frank just bullied all of us and said, I ain't doing no audience?
You went second yesterday.
Listen, rookie mistake here. I apologize. Yesterday you guys wanted me to film for Frank. Now you want me fired. All right, I get it.
You always have fun with white chocolate. Listen, the show is fun.
Yeah, it is. It is, brother.
I appreciate you guys. Listen, I have all four of us in here because real quick, when I was reading this story, I did a little digging on the NFL, and stupid me got rid of my notes. I shouldn't have. We know about the Rooney Rule in the NFL, but there are other programs. One of them is a Bill Walsh scholarship-sponsored thing for minorities to get hired in coaching and scouting. They have like 4 or 5 of them listed. And so we talk about how the NFL coach is getting fired, and these guys are not getting opportunities to be head coach. So I want to get you guys' thoughts real quick, one by one, on what you think those programs are doing and the disparity between, 8 or 9 coaching jobs every year and like no minorities really getting hired. Howie, go ahead.
I mean, it is what it is, man. We all know what it is. It's discrimination. I mean, that's what it is on the surface. But, I mean, they try to, cover it and dress it up and say these people aren't qualified or they don't have this resume or this type of stuff, but which is the absolute, furthest from the truth. There are so many qualified coaches that are minorities, in all these sports, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it. Like, it's, for instance, with the NFL, how many openers they had this season right
8.
here coming up? Like, 8. I was about to say not 8. 8 and not even Eric Bieniemy as a coach we talked about. Nobody. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? He winds up going back as an assistant coach to Kansas City. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. Like, something ain't right about that. But we all know what it is. But if you say what it is, if you say it's discrimination, if you say, oh, they're being racist, then now the fingers at you. No, you putting every race and everything. It's the old reverse, pivot shit that's been going on with this for years, man. Come on, man. Stop it.
Mo, what's your thoughts?
Oh, y'all really did switch me. Damn,
You
y'all didn't
want,
even laugh at that. Y'all didn't
want to
even...
be? Listen, you want to be switched or not?
No, I'm good with it. I'm saying, you know what? This takes me to, this is a case of old America versus new America, and the Football League ain't going to change until old America's dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? Old America don't mean racism. It just means they just used to certain things being a certain way. We are old America on this show. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to certain things being a certain way. When new America come in, then it'll be a new league. But hopefully I'll live to see it, but I probably won't, because old America don't die easy.
D. Jones?
I'm more concerned. I'm not as concerned with the coaching and GMs. Let's get some owners in here. We need some owners of teams. I can't wait the day that half of these leagues is owned by black people. That's what I want to see.
Can we get one?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: even though LeBron is an NBA guy, could you see him joining an NBA franchise as an owner, or buying a team, or being a part owner of it? I mean, he has a stake in the Red Sox, believe it or not.
He does. Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
and he has a stake in soccer somewhere too, doesn't he?
yeah. And isn't him and his boy trying to get their own league started, which is dope. But I would rather see LeBron and Jordan both team up and get a whole team. Forget all this GOAT discussion. Team together. Get a team.
That's a dope idea.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's an opportunity for those guys. I mean, they're billionaires or whatever, so I agree with you. I mean, look, there's I guess the reason I brought it up is because we can see clear as day. The NFL is like way behind the NBA in what they're doing, and when I saw it, I was just like, wow, this has been going on for a while. People getting hired, and the NFL isn't up to speed, and for all the reasons you guys said. I just found it it's messed up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You know what I mean? And those owners and those coaches make a lot of money, man. Now, think about college, though. They seems like those coaches in those schools make way more money, or just as much as the NFL team. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much Alabama and Georgia and Florida, all these teams, and those coaches get paid, but it's tons of money. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a lot of, minority head coaches in those spots either. So
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Average sold ticket price $8,460.
for tonight,
Yes.
All right, let's get back on track. I apologize for derailing the show. Let's talk.
no, it's good.
Let's talk about this while we have game 4 coming. Let's circle back to this a little bit. Where is mine? Hold on. Let's see. 8 people were arrested after the Knicks game after the watch party. 2 for assaulting a police officer. 13 others were issued criminal court summonses. Police report that 5 officers were injured. The police department did not immediately provide information about the nature of the injuries or the details on the people arrested. So we did touch on it briefly at the end of the show last night, and I wanted to circle back to give you guys more of an opportunity to have your say about what you think about these the rowdiness and the violence and whatnot that happened after the game.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This make people root against the Knicks. I'm talking about the people as a whole in the world and society. This will make you root against the team, man. The way that these fans are acting, man, in New York, and New York is one of my favorite cities in the world. I love New York. I do a once a month show in New York in the Village, and so I'm just saying it's horrible. It's embarrassing, actually, to be honest. I seen the way they was like hunting these Spurs fans down, man, with their jerseys on, bro, ripping them off, beating them up, stumping, bro. That is whack. I don't care how you cut it, man. Ain't no fandom about that, man. Ain't no we just New York. Nah, man. That's to put it real simple, that's some hoe ass shit. You know what I'm saying? You jumping, you mob jumping them. You know what I'm saying? You 15, 20, 30 people rushing and chasing people. They chased one old guy down, one old black guy. Look how he was in his 60s with a Spurs jersey on. They smacking him up, chasing him. Man, dog, let me tell you, man. If somebody get their ass shot or their blames blown out, I wouldn't be surprised. New York, you should be goddamn ashamed of yourselves. And it ain't got nothing to do with the team. It's all about the fans. And the fans are bringing bad karma to the city of New York. Trust me when I tell you. It ain't good.
Mo, what's your thoughts on what happened the other night?
As a resident New Yorker, first of all, I just want to really. At first, I made a joke about it, like you know where you at. But I started seeing some of the tape. First, I want to apologize to everybody out there who was listening, who's a Spurs fan, Laker fan, whatever fan you are. If you went through something like that, and you was in New York, please, we apologize because not all New Yorkers are like that. Please don't let a few people put a black eye on a whole city where there's millions and millions of people, and they're not out there ripping jerseys. They may be talking trash. That's the reason why y'all really don't like them, because we will get arrogant and talk some trash. But putting hands on you is something that we real New Yorkers are not going to do. You know what I'm saying? These are kids. They probably from upstate or Connecticut or something like that. They don't get out much. You know what I'm saying? But for real, don't let a few New Yorkers. It's a shame. It's sad. It's whack. And like how he said, somebody keep messing with old people. Old people carry pistols.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? Old people carry pistols. They don't carry guns.
a little two-shooter.
Little 25 automatic. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, somebody
little baby 380. And they coming from San Antonio, where it's a different gun law out there. You know what I'm saying? Mess around.
You can't even wear a high school jersey in New York from another state.
You know what I'm saying?
Bad.
But don't put it on all of New York. That's what I'm saying. Don't put it on all of New York. We only seen this it seems like it's in the same area. It's a bunch of people coming from whatever, been drinking, they young, they stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. It is, but that's not New York. Saying New York is the one place where I always say, no matter what, win the title or not, we still New York. We still a place to visit, a place to have fun. There's always something to do in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So, but just protect yourself, watch your back, and honestly, it's sad to say, no, don't go out with other team paraphernalia on unless you know you're gonna be heavily. It's sad, and it is sad, you know, but. Leaving buildings abandoned in neighborhoods of Detroit is sad too. They did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Things are just the way they are. You know? You know, it is sad. It is sad.
How did Detroit catch it straight?
Well,
how did Detroit catch it straight?
So Mo got,
because I was thinking about the building in 8 Mile and the one that burned down. You know what I'm saying? It was like I got a real connection to Detroit. I just don't know. I just didn't go a lot, but I know a lot about up around there. It's not a stray. It's a reality. It is sad. You know,
it is.
Plus, I knew you and D Jones understand what I mean.
No doubt.
Mo got ahead of me a little bit. I was going to say something about that later on, but let's get D Jones' thoughts real quick on that. Rowdy watch party and so forth. Well said, Mo, by the way. D. Jones, you freeze?
Oh, yeah. I thought I was waiting for the thing to come to me. Listen, I don't know what Mo's saying. I put this on all of New York. This is on uptown, downtown, around town. This on the Yankees fans, the Rangers fans, the Knicks fans. This is from Frank Sinatra all the way to the cats that play in New York. This is on all of New York. It's a disgrace, okay? If they do this again, and I was rooting for New York, but I'm like, Howie, they do this again, I hope they lose. I hope if they do this tonight, they deserve to lose, okay? This is on everybody in New York. from top to bottom, from the Bronx to the Barrows to the sombreros to every pizza spot and everything in New York. It's on all y'all, Mo. This is on you, Mo. It's on you.
Man, I don't even live in New York. I live in Boston.
It's on you.
I'm behind enemy lines,
This on Jay. He's a resident there now. This on all of y'all.
Speaking of Jay, filmmaker Jason Hayes is in the building. Let's get his thoughts.
All right,
Now that you guys called him out, Jason, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, man.
Welcome
As you can see, I got the better space, man, for the other interview.
I was gonna say, welcome to Camp Chaos.
Oh, that's how you treat box seats.
Hey, Jay, they said you was out there fighting the police last night, the other night.
Man, not me. Not me, not ever.
So
Hell no.
As I explained to the guys, you guys really didn't have a chance to say at the end of the show yesterday. Time kind of got cut short, and there were 8 people arrested and 2 police officers. 8 people were arrested, 2 of them for assaulting a police officer, and 13 others were issued criminal court summonses. 5 officers were injured. So, just trying to get everybody's take on what they thought about what happened, and then I have a question at the end of this.
Hey, listen, man, I know sensationalism when I hear it. Okay? In a city of 10 million, 8 people got arrested? 8 out of 10 million? Come on, baby. There's no there for that. I mean, it's New York City. It's going to happen. People going to do what New Yorkers do. That's just how it goes down.
Well, Jay, I'm gonna say this: they arrested 8, gave more citations, but they couldn't get everybody, bro. It's too many. It's a mob.
Correct.
Yeah, so in all fairness, I get your point though. It is 10 million people, but 10 million people ain't down in Madison Square Garden either. But what I'm saying is, you got maybe 1 million. But you know,
at 10,000.
They might have 1 million people be coming down there.
Ain't no million. That ain't a million. That's about
You don't think there's 1 million people down there?
No, I said good 70,000, 80,000.
That's it? Nah, that's more people than that.
20,000 coming from. You got 20,000 coming out the Garden, and you probably got another 30,000 all around surrounding.
At least another 100,000, bro. It's a lot of people down there. It's a lot of people down there, bro.
I think whoever get arrested, they should keep them there. If they win, they don't get to celebrate the parade. You stay in there and watch it from prison, from jail.
But D Jones, here's my issue with this though, right? You know where you are, right? And you know that it's volatile. And the same reason that we didn't go into neighborhoods when we knew it was like that, and we ain't had no people over there. If we had to go over there, we just kept our head down. Did what we had to do. We got up out of there. If you know you're in New York City, you know it's heated already. Why are you walking around wearing a Tim Duncan jersey, talking stuff to everybody? You know what I'm saying? They already on 20. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, hood rules is if we can't win the game, we're gonna win the fight. So why y'all here throwing rocks? You know what I'm saying? So I don't get
I hear what you're saying.
Why that happens, bro. These things are avoidable, is what I'm saying.
Nah, Jay, let me tell you this. That may be one incident where a guy may have been bantering back and forth with a person, but bro, I've seen 12, 13 videos. I myself on social media where they chasing people down like a mob. So what I'm saying, and they beating them up and kicking them on the ground, bro. No, it ain't that. I get what you're saying though, but it ain't. It's worse.
Jay,
guess what, bro? You know
guess what they didn't do last year? They didn't do that to the Pistons.
And my thing is
because they won
better.
Because they won.
But they beat the
Spurs.
Shame that I spend money to go see my team play, and I can't wear the jersey because I might get my ass whipped. That speaks a lot about
They knew better than do that to Piston fans. I know that much.
Hey, listen.
Hey, man, listen.
Hey, listen, brother. I love smashing. I love it. But I don't walk around with my thing out all the time, is what I'm saying.
I get it.
So
you gotta keep it in the rap sometimes, bro. Sometimes you just gotta keep a low profile.
They can't be fans. I get it.
And it's not just basketball. It's not just New York. Football fans have had opposing.
Oh man,
Boston,
Philly.
Gillette
Philly,
Stadium. Yeah, they had a
Philly,
guy got killed. A guy got
and
killed. A guy got
Cleveland
killed.
too.
So I guess it's not just a New York thing, but
It's not.
let me just ask this real quick before we move on. Is there anything that the mayor or law enforcement can do differently for Game 4 to curtail some of this?
I'll go first. Let me tell you this. What they should do is, like you say, issue out a bunch of citations. You don't even have to arrest everybody. But them citations, they don't come. It's an automatic warrant for your arrest. You know that. And in association with this, it should be stiffer penalties if you were associated with anything happening at these particular events. It should be a little higher penalties involved. You know what I'm saying? So if they need to put that in, you got to pay for this. If you're going to do this, you're going to pay. You're going to get a warrant. You're going to spend a night in jail because we're going to give you a warrant because you're not going to come to court. Or if you do, even if you come to court, stiff penalties. Some people need to be arrested that night, but a lot of people, you need to just start writing them up, man. Or if that don't work, man, they got to pull the paddy wagon out for Game 6.
That's what I say. And if you get arrested, you stay in there till after the parade.
They got to
If
pull
they
a big
win.
paddy wagon out. A few
But
of
see,
them.
here's the thing. The laws already exist to deal with assault. Like any crime that they can commit, the law already exists on the books. So you ain't gotta like create no extra anything because it already exists, like in terms of handling and prosecuting them. But very few people do stupid stuff in front of the police, right? So increase police presence. Don't bring in these MAGA dudes, man, from Staten Island and Long Island to work the event because they ain't gonna act right. Bring in all these like Puerto Rican dudes and black women and Latinas. Let them work the event because they speak the same language. They come from the same neighborhoods. They know as long as they stand in there, chances of things jumping off are minimal, and they're not going to antagonize. Just do that. Just have the presence where they are, and then things are much less likely to happen.
And they need to make them drones. I tell you one thing, they're gonna have more drones in the sky looking for.
Oh yeah, they have those out.
Yeah, they're gonna have more drones. They're gonna have them programmed to look for like crowds or movements of groups. Even though there's a lot of people, it still can pick out a like a riot type crowd. You know what I'm saying? So them drones are gonna be working at night.
But it's cameras everywhere in Manhattan, bro. It's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, and to your point, but the cameras and the drones, what they'll do is if they can't arrest everybody, they'll send the drones in so they can get facial recognition. So
They're gonna get pictures.
Yeah, they got you anyway.
They already doing that.
They're gonna send you, a ticket in the mail or a summons in the mail.
No, it's gonna be a do.
Yeah,
they might
confiscate their Timbs. New Yorkers love their Timbs.
Shut up.
Make them wear flip flops.
Yeah, take Timbs.
All right, guys, let's move on. Let me do
Not
this.
my butters.
Let's get this. So as we're talking about the people getting arrested, a couple of the players came out and had some comments. Wemby and a couple other guys. I didn't pull them all. There was a few guys that made some comments, but Wemby basically said, my thoughts that we can't forget it's a game. We're playing a game out there. I'm all for passion, but with respect for each other, it's unacceptable. And D. Jones, question for you. What's the name you call Cat?
Big Zesty.
He had a comment, said the game is built off respect and passion. We want everyone to respect each other. We want everyone to enjoy basketball at its purest state. It's the NBA Finals. There's no better place to watch basketball. Leave the physicality to everyone on the court. And the reason I asked you what his name was is because I don't know if he's the most physical guy on the court, and he's saying to leave it out there. So I just thought that was a little bit funny. But Howie, what's your thoughts on what the players had to say about what happened?
They said the right things. I saw the actual interviews too, where they made those statements, and Wemby kind of looked like he was like, "Wow," he kind of took him by surprise because that was the first time when they asked him. I think it was the first day he heard of it, and it kind of threw him aback a little bit. He was a little surprised. He was more like, "Damn, they fighting like so." I mean, it's embarrassing, man. Even for the players, even for Karl-Anthony Towns to have to say something about it. It's just not good. And I get it, man, the New York passion. I love New York, man, myself. You know what I'm saying? I get the passion, but some stuff is just tasteless and classless and really just shitty, to be honest. And this situation is one of them.
Mo, what's your take on what the players had to say about the violence that went down?
Yeah, man. If anybody's siding with it, then they need their ass beat too. You know what I'm saying? They don't be siding with the violence because it ain't cool. You know, it ain't cool. It makes the city look bad. Makes me look bad. And I don't even live in New York. I lived in New York in over 30 years. And I got to take the blame for it because D. Jones said so.
Yeah.
I got to turn in my Timbs. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me I got to turn in my 2.0 Super Fleece cone hoodie. That's the one you got to be champion, sir. You're going to tell me I can't wear my hoodie no more. I got to wear a regular champion out of Walmart.
D. Jones, what's your take on what the players had to say?
Punchline.
Yeah, like I said, this is Mo and Jay's fault, and I'm glad the players came out and said something about it. These two thugs, just out here harassing Spurs fans because one was born in New York and one lives in New York, and they need to face consequences. Okay, that's what really needs to happen. And I really wanted to. Have y'all ever watched the movie 300? Is it me or do Wimby remind you of the tall dude Xerxes?
You do.
Every time he talk, I think of Xerxes, man.
You know you ain't gonna never get a show in New York. You'll never work in New York.
I didn't say nothing bad about New York. I said something bad about you, Mo.
You know, you said this from the Bronx, uptown. Don't beat it up now. Don't beat it up now.
Jay, what's your take on what the players had to say here?
They said what they had to say, you know, the pre-can stuff. I mean, so what you want me to say? Oh yeah, keep on beating ass out there. They ain't never gonna say that, right? So, but for me, this to me feels like, you know, like in a, you know, like an NBA game or NFL game where the dude who does the dirty thing that provokes the dude, you know, to shove him, you know, or punch him in the face, you know, gets the flag. But the refs didn't see the first thing. This feels like that to me, right? This feels like if they had just minded their business and said nothing, they'd have been left alone. You know what I'm saying? But because they're from Texas, and y'all know how I feel about Texans, they try to do Texas stuff in New York City, and we don't do Texas stuff in New York City. We don't let you talk crazy in our face and then you know just walk away and climb into your pickup truck, you know, and zoom off. Here, you're on foot. And, you know, since you're not from here, if you make it to your car, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm looking at it like this. I think they probably did something that provoked some people because people just don't pick fights just because. I mean, I've never seen that happen here.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. There was.
No, you saw what the camera showed you. You saw what the camera showed. We don't know what preceded that.
Videos on social media, bro. I'm telling you, and I'm with you on your point.
We don't know. We don't know what.
You saw the one video where the guy was talking back and forth, but that's the only one I saw. All the rest of them, they was being chased down like dogs, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, you gotta go look, bro. I'm telling you.
But this happens in a lot of the videos. This happens in a lot of the videos. I feel like we only catch one part of it. We don't get the whole video. What happened at the very beginning, and we're catching the part that, to Jay's point, sensationalizes for social media and the media in general, so people can talk about it. And I'm not saying you're wrong, Howie. What I'm saying is, every video doesn't have all the facts. That's kind of
sure, 100%. But what I'm saying is, not all of these instances are Spurs fans antagonizing New Yorkers. That is not what's going on. That's not what's going on.
Now, here's the thing. Something prompted the camera phone to come out the pocket, is what I'm saying. If you just mind your business, you know what? I got a feeling something about to jump off. Let me start recording. That didn't happen. Yeah. Something happened before that to make the phone come out the pocket and hit record in the first place.
They running around. The mobs are going around.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, no, Jay. The mobs are going around with their phones attacking people. They doing it with their phones. They are doing it and they posting it, is what I'm telling you.
It can be both. It can be both.
Yeah, it ain't like that, like what you talking about. The sneak that they are going around looking for people with the phones in hand. Mob style.
They said, yo,
go to Instagram.
They said, yo, we can buy some Spurs fans.
No, go to
But
Instagram.
y'all missing the main point.
Instagram got all of it, bro.
Y'all missing the main point. It's Mo's fault.
Listen, let's move on before we run out of time because we do have to talk about the game. But before we do that, I want to mix it up a little bit.
Quinn Vince is 96, but it's his fault.
I want to mix it up. Let's see if we can do this quickly so we can talk about the game. Give us, Howie, we'll start with you. Give us your top 3 celebrities you are sick of seeing on TV in the NBA Finals all time, not just this Finals.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna include this one. I don't want to see Fat Joe. I don't want to see DJ Khaled on his cell phone. I don't want to see. I mean, he's whack. I love Spike Lee. Spike Lee is the one I love. I love to see him every time. Because he's the trill one. He's been there from day one. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like Jack Nicholson in L.A. You know what I'm saying? But all these new dudes on the phone, get out of here with that, man. I'm sick of it. And one more thing.
Whoops, sorry, hold on. Go ahead.
And one more thing. They almost fell into Mayor Bloomberg. Did y'all see that? He did fall into Mayor Bloomberg.
Yeah.
One of those plays. I thought
He
that was hilarious.
he looked fragile as hell, didn't he?
Man, a tear
Like he
came out
would've
his eye.
died.
Had to wipe that tear. I said, man, they hurt that man.
I met Bloomberg a few times, right, man? Yo, he at most 5'5", bro. He's a small dude, man.
Yeah, they hurt him. They hurt him. I've seen him.
And he's 900 years old.
Oh my God. I saw that tear coming. He couldn't even cry for real. It was just a tear dot that he wiped out his eye.
Let's get your top 3 celebrities you're sick of seeing on TV.
Yeah, I said Fat Joe also. I like seeing the celebrities at the game. I just don't like seeing, I'm tired of seeing Draymond Green. Whether at the game announcing, because he hates the Knicks, and him and Frank. I was gonna say that was Frank. They both the same. They both can't stand the Knicks, but they just take the opposite side just in case they win, so they can say, "Well, I was rooting for you," or "Yeah, whatever." You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of it. And Khaled, it was the one because he's always on his phone, and I'm all tired of the chick with the celebrity who ain't watching the game. That's what I'm tired of seeing. The chick that came with the celebrity, she ain't watching the game, and they won 2-3 rows from center court.
Yeah, like Donald Trump. Sleep.
Correct.
Your top 3.
Yeah, I never thought about this. I can only think of one celebrity that I hate seeing. Taylor Swift. That's number 1.
She was number 2 on my list.
I had to think about it, but right now she's got to be number 1. I can't, because they just focus on her. It don't even be about the game no more. It's Taylor Swift. I can't stand seeing Taylor Swift. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Jay. Top 3 real quick.
I'm gonna start with number 1. If I never gotta see Donald Trump again, it's too soon.
He's too easy.
Too soon. I'm going number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Taylor Swift too, but for different reasons. I got no problem with Taylor. I would have no issue looking at Taylor, but she got a 4-foot back. And I don't want to see a woman in front of my face all the time with no cakes. Okay? It's depressing. It makes my penis sad. Okay? Number 3, anybody at any game wearing a cowboy hat, cowboy boots, and a belt buckle. I don't ever want to see that person ever. He got to be a celebrity, because I don't want to see that dude on the Jumbotron ever. I don't want to see them people.
Okay. Mine is Jack Nicholson. I got tired of seeing him at courtside, period. I just had to throw that out there. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the game. Where is Howie? We'll talk about the game and get you guys' thoughts. I'm going to try and do this. Where'd you go? Keys to victory for the Spurs, right? We'll get everybody's take, and then we'll do keys to victory for the Knicks after that.
Keys to victory for the Spurs. Start the way you did last game. Go down low to Wemby. I would do it 10 times straight. I would. And one thing they did in game 3 is they act like they was going for a 3-pointer, and then all the players are doing this too. They act like they're going for the 3-pointer, and then they'll drive to the basket. Keep doing that, because that was throwing the Knicks off. They thought that they was going to shoot the 3 all the time. Do exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Or pass it down up, fake the 3, pass it down underneath to Wemby or whoever's down there. I think that is one of the main keys to the Spurs' victory. They got to figure that out and be more efficient offensively in that way.
Okay, Mo, what's your keys to victory for the Spurs?
They got to duplicate what they did last time. If Wemby starts off going in, I don't think it's going to happen. But that's the only thing I can see. That's the only thing they got going for them. When we going in and just spreading the court, and playing the 4 guards, and De'Aaron Fox having a great game. They all got to have, because they all had a great game last game. They all got to be in double figures, which is why they ain't going to win.
D. Jones.
Keep playing stifling defense on Brunson. Like, they've been playing Brunson really, really hard. Pause. And Wemby got to go down low, man, and score down there. Stop trying to be a 2 guard and play your height. And let everybody else beat you. Don't let Cat and Brunson beat you. Let everybody else try to beat you. Just contain them too.
Jay.
Number 3, Cat. Not Cat. Wemby has to play from the inside out.
Yeah.
He cannot be like more perimeter than he is from the foul line down. Number 2, Castle has got to stay out of foul trouble, because he can be overly aggressive. And I'm telling you, since they did not give Wemby that flagrant, even though it was an obvious flagrant, the whistle's going to be real tight on San Antonio tonight. So he's going to have to. They got to understand that.
Yeah.
He cannot get in foul trouble. He's going to have to adjust his game, stay out of foul trouble. And number 1, they cannot go down double digits at any point in this game, because if they do, the Knicks are going to slam the door on them. So they got to stay close in this game, whether they're up or whether they're just down by 5 or 6. But if they let the Knicks get up on them by 12 or 13, it's going to turn into 25.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
All right.
They got to keep the game close.
Let's go around again, Howie. Keys to victory for the Knicks tonight.
Well, Jay kind of touched on it, man. The Knicks need to build up a double-digit lead, then they got it. I don't think that the way that this, how competitive this finals is, if somebody goes up by 10, now I'll say this: the Knicks have been able to overcome all of the Spurs leads. I don't know if the Spurs can overcome a real tough 10, 12-point lead. You know what I'm saying? A consistent, if they keep going to 8, 10, 12, 8, 10, 12 like that, I don't think that's the game the Spurs can win. You know what I'm saying? I think that they, like you say, got to keep it, within that 4 to 5, 6 point range. Then it's doable for both teams. But I think if the big lead here is going to make it for either team really in this game, a big lead is going to make the other team, I think, a little extra nervous. Especially later in the game. So we'll see.
Mo, keys to victory for the Knicks.
Playing some of the bench players and getting extra fouls that they wouldn't normally let other players get. I would take watch Hick Porty come into the game just so they can put some fouls on Wemby. I think they might do that. Play, because that's 6 fouls right there. Hick Porty, Muhammad, those dudes might come off the bench today just so they can have extra fouls. They don't care.
D. Jones.
Big Cat can't beat Big Zesty. He was Zesty 4 for 11 last game. And your other starters can't score 2 points. I don't want to bring that back up, but I had bet you to get 5, nigga. I mean, excuse me.
Woo! They took D. Jones back to Detroit with that one, bro.
Excuse me.
We on the block with that.
But the role players got to play their role.
Yeah.
Jay, get the last word. Keys to victory for the Knicks.
Oh my God. Number 3,
Hilarious.
Brunson and Cat have got to be efficient. They've got to be. They just can't get the points. They got to be efficient getting the points. Number 2, their bench has got to show up and perform their roles. Shamit has got to knock down open threes. He cannot be in the low teens and field goal percentage from 3. Otherwise, he serves no purpose, even though he's a pretty good defender. McBride has got to come out and defend and make shots because that's how you alleviate the pressure and make Wemby have to come out and challenge. And number 1, they got to come out with the mindset of like, we're not going to lose, and they got to start the game with the right energy and maintain that energy throughout the whole game. That's how they're going to win.
Okay, well, now that you guys all mentioned that, let me throw this in here. Because this was a key to the Game 3 loss. Mike Brown criticized the refs for the disparity in the fourth quarter. Outshot us 14-3 in the third quarter from the free throw line. They had a 24-8 advantage. So Howie, what do you make of Mike Brown's comments, and how critical is it going to be for the Knicks to get to the free throw line in this game?
But Mike Brown did what the coaches do, man. You got to fight for your team. I mean, they're going to do that so they can get the heads of the refs. I mean, that's all the psychological, part of competition. You know what I'm saying? So he said what he had to say, and he did it. And so like Jay said, the whistle's going to be tight tonight because of the non-calls and all that stuff in the last game, including the shoving, from Wemby to Brunson. So it's going to be tight. Somebody going to get a technical tonight from the Spurs, and somebody may get a flagrant one. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. Something's going to happen like that tonight, and so because it's good, the tension and it's just high, man. So but Mike Brown was he right in saying what he said? He did what the coach supposed to do, but at the same time, you can't blame everything on the refs, man. You got to play ball, bro. You got to play. Your team's got to make the shots. They got to go down, and that's really what it is, man. Forget about that, bro.
Mo, what's your thoughts on what Mike Brown said about the refs? Excuse me.
Yeah, well, like how he said, he got to stick up for his team, and it's true, But they were calling it tight each way, but they were really calling. They didn't see a lot of stuff that happened to the Knicks. It's upsetting. Wemby should have had a flagrant, not a day after flagrant, an in-game flagrant. It's a lot of moves. He even manhandled Alvarado too, and the refs are not calling it. Then we had to use a challenge to overturn a call that was a blatant call. I think JD talked about that yesterday. Like, we might give us, because we only lost the game by 1. Anunoby kept us in the game with that 3-pointer. If something happened, we weren't able to do a challenge because we didn't have no more. I think that's the dumbest rule, that if you use 2 challenges, even if you win, you don't have no more. You should get 1 more.
I can't argue with that. They do that in baseball.
Good rule.
They do that in
both
baseball,
challenges, you get a third.
Yeah.
D. Jones, what's your thoughts on Mike Brown criticizing the refs?
Yeah, shut up. Stop missing so many points. Cat went 4 for 11. Mikal Bridges had 2 points. That's why you lost. It wasn't the free throws. Stop crying. See, we don't cry in Detroit.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you get the
I
last
got 2 words for you, Jalen Duren.
Hey, I'm going to channel my inner John Witherspoon from Boomerang for D. Jones. See, that's your son. Private school got him also did it like that. Right? He just hating, bro. Right? Because here's the thing. A lot of times you missing shots because they letting dudes be physical with you in a way on the releases, on the drive, and they ain't blowing the whistle, and you missing the shot because this dude is literally shoving you and holding on to your shoulder and stuff, and they ain't blowing the whistle to give you the free throws on top of that. So the coach has to raise that issue because they miss obvious calls. And I should have to challenge an obvious call. I mean, it has to be questionable for me to have to do that. So you got to do that. That's not for the refs, though, to hear. That's for Adam Silver to hear because he's the person who's going to talk to the refs and tell them, what their marching orders are to clean it up. I mean, that's a huge disparity. And it's not like the Knicks are a jump shooting team. The Knicks go to the cup. So to have that disparity on a team that attacks the rack like that is something going on with that. So he had to speak on that.
Now, I'll just say this as a Celtics fan, because this is not the first time that San Antonio had a big disparity. If you remember earlier in the season when they played each other, there was it was 20-4 San Antonio versus the Celtics. So this is not new. And I think to you guys' point, Wemby's getting a lot of calls he probably shouldn't get. Anywho, let's get ready to wrap up the show. Howie Bell, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Howie Bizzell, HOWIEBIZZELL. I'm going to the night out tonight here in Detroit. Well, actually, it's in Warren, Michigan on 10 Mile. I'm going with my man Foolish. We're going to go ahead and go to these smokes and jokes tonight. So meet me there if you in the D. Let's rock.
Mo, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Yeah, MOE_comic on Instagram. And you can just catch me locally, man, out here working out, trying to get ready for July 10th, baby. 'Cause I got to go down to New York City and spread my wings and fly away. That's for nothing. What is this? Don't laugh at Mo Daddy.
Listen, I laughed. That's funny. You're doing it smart, too. You wait until the finals is over before you go down there. Good for you. No perch snatching going on. Jim Jones, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Well, it won't be with Mo because he bombed today. I want to throw some tomatoes.
That's why he didn't score 5 points.
That's it.
James, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Oh, man.
Jay, tell everybody how they
Follow me at JD Hayes, the fan base, man. I'm out here, man. We doing that.
All right, everybody. That's the end of the show. Name of the show is called Box Seats. We're on every day from 6 to 7. Sorry, I get myself screwed up here. We're on every day from 6 to 7. Thanks for watching, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Peace, love.
Hey, what you need, yeah.